What's going on, man? It's your boy, Reaction Boy. Man, we back in again with the boy, you know what I'm saying? Iced out like a motherfucker. But man, yo, mercy, man. Jake Paul got raided. I don't know. The title's going crazy right now. So I was like, yo, let's get on this and let's find out what's happening. You know what I mean? Jake Paul, that's my guy, man. I appreciate him. He got a big fight coming up. I hope this don't mess nothing up that he fighting for. And I hope it ain't nothing fake, because it seemed like someone said FBI raided Jake Paul crib. I want to find out why. Like, why did his crib get raided? You know what I'm saying? But let's tune in right now, man. Make sure you smash that subscribe button. Make sure you like the video up, and let's get right to it. You know, your boy straight from the north side, east side, live. Let's go. Goddamn, it's all over LA, all that stuff, man.
What is up, Trouble Alert Nation?
What?
I'm your host,
okay.
Star.
Okay, man.
Let's get right into the news. Jake Paul has been raided by the FBI. That's right.
That's crazy, man.
TMZ broke the story. Jake Paul's Calabasas home has been raided by the FBI. Bro, a mini army went into Jake Paul's house. Now, they had a warrant. They executed a warrant to search the premises. Real? They took a lot of things. They took some guns. Now, what did Jake Paul do? Well, the FBI said there's an ongoing investigation, so they're not telling the media. But me, I started getting in contact with everyone I know that knows Team 10, that's been a part of Team 10, and I got an interview with Adam Quinn, and he knows what's going on, man. It might not have anything to do with Jake. It might have something to do with Jake, because Jake is in business with Armani. It's basically Jake's manager, Armani. That's who they're looking for. And how do we know this? Because... oh,
man. Oh, man. Oh, my God, man.
FBI also raided Armani's graffiti mansion in Las Vegas. So we know it has something to do with Armani. God, it might have something to do with Jake Paul. Listen to what Adam Quinn, former Team 10 manager, says in this interview. Roll it. Ladies and gentlemen, we have ex-Team 10 man.
This is crazy, man. You always got to know who you associate yourself with, man. This is insane.
Adam Quinn on the line. Adam, what exactly is going on here? Like, why is the FBI there? What are your thoughts on all this?
I mean, I would have to assume that my thoughts are that the FBI is there probably more for Arman Izadi, not so much Jake Paul. But I think that those two together, you know, I think that there needs to be some due diligence on some things that are taking place inside that house and revolving both of those guys.
Well, a lot of people have criticized Jake Paul for surrounding himself with criminals. I mean, is he an actual criminal, or?
You know, is Jake Paul a criminal? That's up to the people of mad at FBI to make that decision. Not up to me, not up to you. I think that Arman Izadi is 100% a criminal. And, Jake associating himself with him and knowing everything that's happening. And Jake is 100% benefiting from the things that Arman Izadi is doing. And that's why he's keeping him around. So does it make him a criminal? Maybe. But the real criminal here is Arman Izadi. And that man is the most manipulative man that I've ever met.
So what have you seen Armani do? Because, I mean, you were at the house, the Team 10 house at the same time.
I didn't even know that man was like that.
Have you seen him do any crimes?
Yeah, I mean, the time that I was there, I probably spent 4 to 5 months with Arman Izadi and got close enough with him to understand his business and how he operates.
Yo, this is crazy, man. This is insane.
And his team consists of maybe 4 to 5 people that are all on board, and they make him bulletproof. They speak in a way where they protect him and they isolate him from any type of things that may happen. And I've seen Arman Izadi beat up people at the Team 10 house who were employees of Team 10.
My God.
I have seen him beat the crap out of his old business partner out in Las Vegas one time when Jake and I were there for the 4th of July for Andre Drummond's party that they threw at Graffiti Mansion, and I watched him just absolutely beat this guy's face into the ground. And I remember grabbing Jake saying, "We need to get out of here now, bro. This is not okay.
No way, man.
Not only have I seen him beat up people, I have seen him have girls over to the house that used to work for him. He used to have an operation of 300 to 400 girls when he lived in Vegas, and he was a pimp. Openly told me that many times. I'm sure that the public, opinion does know about this. It's all over the internet.
Oh man,
and,
this man ain't who he is.
I've seen him have those girls fly over
So
to
this is
the
real
house
shit.
and be in there, and it's pretty obvious what they're doing there. And I've seen this guy. With his first motive, I think, of being around Jake and the team is to use that power to his advantage. And he is very, very known for DMing girls and feeling that he can get girls to come over to the house and be like, hey, we're really interested in recruiting you. And, if you want to be part of Team 10, we have a real cool party vibe here. We like to, get down, have
this
fun,
guy
travel.
dangerous.
But you have to be down to like hook up and have threesomes. And that's the scary part, is that you have, someone like Jake Paul who is a celebrity and has a younger audience, and you attach a criminal who's manipulative and wants to use that
crazy,
power.
Man.
And
what's going on?
I know for a fact, because I've seen it, and I remember Arman Izadi begging to get access to the Team 10 Instagram account. And finally, when he did, I remember seeing in the DMs of the Team 10 account him messaging so many girls, trying to get them over to his personal account so that he could communicate with them there. And a lot of these girls then told me what had happened and how their interactions with him were. So, I mean, long story short, Arman Izadi is for sure a criminal. He is a pimp, and he uses his power to get new girls that are 18, 19-year-old girls that don't know any better about social media, that are new to the space, that want to, get from 10,000 followers to hundreds of thousands, millions of followers, and he sells them the dream. And I had a girl contact me last week and calling me, crying her eyes out, brand new 18-year-old girl telling me the exact same story, that she was raped by Arman Izadi in May at some party. She filed a police report.
What?
She went to the hospital and got a rape test, and she's kept her mouth quiet because he has sicked some letter on her of a cease and desist, that you can't do this. You signed an NDA at our house, but, we all know that those NDAs go out the window when it's criminal related. So, I mean, I could go on and on about things that did happen, but the question is Arman Izadi a criminal? Coming from somebody who worked very closely with him, and my dad was a police officer in law enforcement, he is 100% a criminal and deserves to be locked up.
Man.
Now, Jake Paul has a close business
this is
relationship
crazy,
with
man.
him, right, with Armani.
This is
right?
crazy, man.
Yo,
This shit is unacceptable.
That's
unacceptable, man. That is unacceptable, man. Taking advantage of girls like that, man.
Do you think maybe Jake Paul has broken some laws? Do you think he could get tied up in this?
That's a great question. I think that's something that we've all been waiting to find out, and it's not a question that I have the answer for, but is it possible? Yeah, it's definitely possible. Does Jake know that Armani was a pimp? Yes. Does Jake know about Armani Izadi doing those things in the house? Yes. And how I know this is because before I exited Team 10, I told Jake straight up, hey, if you don't get rid of Armani Izadi, I am gone. And the reasonings and conversations led to, well, what's going on? What's he doing? I explained everything from A to Z that I have witnessed, all the illegal criminal actions of things that he has done.
Yo, this is insane, man.
He was like, we can't get rid of him, blah, blah, blah. Jake took his side, and that led to me leaving. And, I think that the real scary thing is that there was an incident that happened at the house while I was there, and it did become publicly known on YouTube when some girl came over to the house with a bunch of other models, and Armani set this whole thing up. And what it was right when he got there, he's like, we should have models coming over and shooting here, and that we'll make them all just tag Team 10, and they'll be great press for us. But it's like, we all know that's bullshit because we didn't need the press. Team 10 was already a poppin' thing, and the girls that were coming over were not any girls that would benefit the team or the organization. These were girls with lower followings. This was much more beneficial to the girls than Team 10. and he reached out to 10 to 12 girls, and they'd be like, hey, we're having a photo shoot with photographers at the house. Come on over. It'll be great content. It'll be great to collab with each other. We all know how that works.
Yep.
And when the girls showed up, he set up the upstairs room, and it was just filled with alcohol in the upstairs room. And he had his little team members who lived at the house that were like just random people working, like cleaning up, doing whatever he said. If he said, go get me water and lemon, they would do it. And these were guys that were just, guys that were just looking for something to happen in their life. And he would take advantage of them and sell them the dream that if you do what I say for 6 to 8 months, that, you're going to put in the time. You need to put in the time, and you're not going to get paid. You're not going to do anything. But he would use these guys to go be his slaves. And they set up upstairs room with all alcohol, no food, and would get these girls drunk so that they would go shoot around the house. And one of these girls made a video about her experience, and she didn't necessarily speak about Arman Izadi because she said she was making a video, and he reached out to her right away and got on her good side. But she made a video explaining about her experience coming to the house, how she was sexually harassed and touched and grabbed by Armani's employees. But these are the types of events and things and situations that happen when you have a criminal who is a pimp at a house with a celebrity.
Oh my God, it's unbelievable.
Who, has the power like that. And this poor girl and all these girls were so uncomfortable by them not even having food because they didn't want food. They didn't want to give these girls any food or water. It was just, you're going to get alcohol. And when this girl released this video, I had so many girls reach out to me telling me about his entire operation, and I could get into that, and I will, and it's just so sickening.
This is sick,
Armani
man.
goes down. Do you think Jake goes down too? Because the FBI has pulled out, guns. Do you think there's drugs there, illegal drugs?
That's insane, man.
Drugs, I don't know. I really don't know. I can't speak on drugs or guns or things like that. Maybe they're paintball guns. Who knows if they're real guns? I know Jake had a bunch of, airsoft guns at the house. I never saw Jake having real guns at the house or anything like that. Drugs maybe. I don't know. But will Jake go down with him? Man, that's a great question. Does a change need to happen in Jake Paul's life? Absolutely. Absolutely.
This is crazy, man.
Now, off air, you were telling us something that happened when Jake Paul, fake married Tana Mojo. Do you want to talk about that briefly?
Yeah, we all know that was a fake wedding. If anybody doesn't fake that by now, then they're just not up to date. But yeah, yes, that was a fake marriage, and I even have a video on my phone of the whole fight that broke out there that was supposed to be a real fight. That was a staged fight, not real. I even have a video of the guy who got beat up saying that it was staged and that he was paid to do that. But regardless of that, yeah, the sponsor who paid for the wedding put up a lot of money, big six-figure money to do that. And while we were out there, he had a bunch of cash on him. And, Izadi knew that he had cash on him in his backpack. And after it was all over, the wedding's done, all that cash went missing. And it just so happened to be that cash was in his Louis Vuitton backpack. And it was about $30,000, $40,000. And it was inside Armani's house in a room. And he has cameras all over the house. And sure enough, the one room that the camera didn't have access to was the room that he was in. And his cash was all gone. And earlier that night, I'm at the strip club having a nice time. We're all celebrating. Me,
this is
Jake,
crazy, man.
My girlfriend, and a few other people at the time. And there was just so happened to be, dude. Honestly, bro, I feel uncomfortable speaking about this part. This part's something that I just can't really talk about.
This is crazy, man.
You gotta tell that part. Well, listen, Adam, maybe we'll have you back on, but you told me some stuff.
I'm happy.
You told me some stuff off there about Jake personally, and obviously lawyers and lawsuits. You probably don't want to get into it, and that's fine. We'll save it for the next one. But guys, listen, this is crazy. Maybe the FBI is not looking for Jake. Maybe they're looking for the manager, Armani, because they did raid.
Man, this is crazy, man. It's like you can't surround yourself with bad influential people like that. Hey, go check out the other video, man. Mad videos on this, going crazy, going viral. And this is insane, man. Go watch out your people you around, man. And your boy, you know, ReactCowboyMan is here, man. And with nothing but love, you know that. Make sure you subscribe, man. Come back, bangers. We out.